What is going on, everybody? My name is Brandon, and today is episode 5 of Saturday Morning Coffee. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are ready because, whoo buddy, we have a doozy of a week this week. Let me pull my full screen up. There we go. Alright. So, as you can see across the top, we have a ton of stuff to talk about. A lot of big news happened this week. It's kind of ridiculous and awesome. Because last week I know it was kind of a dead week in terms of news, so there wasn't a ton to talk about. But I hope everybody is ready with their morning beverage of choice. The show's Saturday Morning Coffee, so I kind of have to have coffee. As per my usual, it's a delicious Starbucks caramel coffee, sea salt caramel coffee. It is amazing. Alright, so let's jump right into this. This is just some fun news I thought was pretty cool. Capcom has a habit of opening up restaurants in different places when big titles come out. Kind of like how Square Enix does with the Final Fantasy titles, Dragon Quest, etc. And this past week in Paris, they opened up a Devil May Cry 5 themed shop, a restaurant, which has, like, I think you see, like, vegetarian pizza. That's funny. Trish and chips. Hey, thanks, man. I'm feeling much, much better. Yeah, caramel coffee's my jam. Oh my god, I drink that stuff so much. Besides, you know, the pollen around here is unbelievable. I just need it to rain for like 4 days just to wash it away. My car went from silver to bumblebee in a matter of days. So some of the meals you can order off the menu are Devil May Fry, Trish and Chips, Dante's Inferno, Vegetarian Pizza, Carbonaro Spaghetti, the Spartacata, and Ebony and Ivory. That's really cool. I think stuff like this is awesome. I wish it would come to the States more, but you know, is what it is. If you're in France, here you go. If you're in Paris, I'm sorry, go check out the Devil May Cry 5 kitchen. If it's still open, I'm not even sure. I know they usually do these for like a week or two. Moving on, we have our first DLC character for Jump Force, and it is, as we all expected at this point, Seto Kaiba. All the Jump Force characters pretty much have leaked at this point. It was just a matter of when we were getting them. So it looks like Seto Kaiba will be our first DLC character, and we will be getting 2 more characters throughout May. I strongly believe one of them is going to be All Might. I'm not sure about the other. And looks like, okay, so here we go. So this month, or no, next month, we're in April. Yo, 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 what's going on, man? What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. How we all doing today? How my little crackers doing this morning? Rip, chef. So in April, we're getting a clan feature, Vertex event, I'm not sure about that, and new costumes, which is always awesome. Next month, we get Seto Kaiba, 2 other characters, and then costumes and skills based on those characters for our avatar. An online link mission, a raid boss, and a new stage, which is awesome. When they say World Tournament stage, I'm not sure which one they're talking about. I'm not sure if it's like Yu Yu Hakusho or something like that. I'm just slow right now. In June, in July, we get 2 free updates, arena events, tournament events, avatar costumes, of course. They're going to keep adding costume parts to the game. And in August, we get the last 3 playable characters, or DLC characters, plus their costumes and skills. We get new avatar costumes and a new stage. So it's a pretty packed couple months. Wow, a bunch of stuff down here. Jeez. Why am I opening comments? But that looks to be the schedule for Jump Force right now. We have stuff coming at least through August. No, I definitely have my camera up, and I can see on my stream because I have a second. I have my actual stream loaded up on my on my Surface, and I can see my camera. Let me check. No, it's still set to, still set to show. I'm not sure what's going on. Is everybody else having the issue too, or is it just you two? Let me know, chat. I think my wife is still asleep. Sorry, babe. Yeah, we got a little box up in the corner up here, top left corner. Oof, man, that sucks. Let me see. I wonder if I pull it up on my mobile phone, will it act all funky? Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Let me stop, y'all. Let me see. What's up? What's up? What's up? We got 6 viewers in right now, guys. Thank y'all for joining in on Saturday morning coffee this morning. Oh wow, it actually won't show me on my phone. Wow. Dumb. Okay, no, yeah, I see it on my... Oh, hang on, sorry, I gotta get through this app first. Triple Frontier coming to Netflix. I could blame Netflix too. I can roll with that. Come on. Let me just see my own stream. Come on. I could blame Netflix too. I can roll with that. Nah, see, yeah, I totally see it on my own. That's weird. I'm not sure why, guys. I'm sorry. Somebody put Master Chief in Jump Force. That's great. Oof, God. Moving on from DLC characters from Jump Force, it looks like we have another Goku coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ, according to an early leak from, not from the V-Jump magazine, but from Japanese blog Ryokutia 2089. One of the characters for FighterZ is going to be GT Goku. Blech. Good, good. I'm glad you guys can hear me loud and clear. I tell you what, on Wednesday when I was doing my Dissidia stream, I couldn't figure out for the life of me why, but my microphone wasn't going, so like the first 10 minutes of the stream was me trying to figure out my mic working. But, you know, speaking on this, not that I don't like GT. I enjoy it a lot from GT. There's some really good aspects from it that I hope they bring into Super, or whatever the next series is. But why do we need another Goku character? But if this must be the case, or if this is the case, we have oh, so they don't even talk about his move list. I've seen him already though, or what his supposed move list is. So he's got the power pole, he's got a super Kamehameha as his super move. There's one of his level 1 super, where if one of your characters is dead, he goes into Super Saiyan 3, and then he's got the Universal Spirit Bomb that he used at the end of the series. And he has a secret meteor attack as well, which is a level 3. And I'm pretty sure it's either going to be Super Saiyan 4 Dragon Fist or Super Saiyan 4 Install, which would be dope. I'd play the hell out of him all the time if that was the case. But Season 2 for Dragon Ball FighterZ is only 6 characters. We've got Videl and Jiren. We know Super Broly and Gogeta are coming. So I was really hoping for some interesting picks like Janemba, Omega Shenron, Pikkon maybe, you know. But looks like another Goku. Come on, Arxis. See, I love Super Saiyan 4. I think, to me, that's like the penultimate Saiyan design, without a doubt in my mind. But I like the Shadow Dragons. I like Baby a lot, too. Baby was awesome. Horribly underutilized in that franchise. Even though we're getting like this pseudo Baby revival with Super Dragon Ball Heroes right now, that anime is weird. Moving on, new Xbox One backwards compatibility title is Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Harmony of Despair focuses on cooperative gameplay, allowing up to 6 players to fight their way through a classic 2D Castlevania title. Players could select from Alucard, Soma Cruz, Jonathan Morris, Shanoa, and Charlotte Alden. Huh. That's cool. I never played Harmony of Despair, honestly. It looked pretty cool, but like cooperative Castlevania just seems weird to me. And I just didn't really put the time into it now. But it's cool that it's backwards compatible. There you go. For Xbox players. Probably on the Xbox Marketplace too. For those of you who were thinking that this rumor had any ounce of truth to it, here you are. There was a rumor going around earlier this week that Sony was looking to purchase Take-Two, which would have given them like Borderlands, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, all this stuff, but there's no way that's happening. And Sony goes, no, basically. In a new quote given to VentureBeat, the spokesperson for the company outright said, "We do not know where the rumor is coming from, but there's no such plan." It would have been like a $75 billion transaction, so there's, or 7.5 maybe, I don't know. It's a lot of money, and I don't think Sony wants to spend that much on this right when the new console's coming around. They'll have to put a lot of their money into that. Castle Crashers, I don't know if a lot of you have played this, but Castle Crashers is like a side-scrolling beat-em-up, kind of like the old games of yore, and it looks like it's set to come to Switch and PS4, because it's already on Xbox One. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so it looks like there's going to be a reveal on Tuesday. Where? PAX East. Okay, so we'll be seeing a lot of stuff at PAX East, it seems. But definitely looking forward to some Castle Crashers fun on Switch. It's super easy to pick up and play, so I think that's a game where one Joy-Con per person is absolutely just fine. Of course, I'll be using my Pro Controller, so not that it matters, but very excited for that one. I loved Castle Crashers on 360, and I'm very excited to play more. So Borderlands 2 seemingly involved with the latest game Gearbox teases for PAX East. So Gearbox has been on a roll this week. They've teased, I think, like 3 different things, one of which people definitely assume is going to be Borderlands 3. Another is probably another title that they're publishing. We don't know much about the second one, but this one is very obviously Borderlands 2. And a lot of people are assuming, of course, it's going to be Borderlands 2 on Switch, which would be awesome. I think that would be great. Hey, welcome to SMC 1619. I don't know, but I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. I should make a radio show out of this. That'd be fun. What's going on, man? What's going on? Thanks for jumping in on the stream. I see you're on Mixer, my boy. Get you them embers. Get them embers, my guy. But it looks like Borderlands 2 is going to be coming to Switch. which would be huge, and I think would be another big push. Come on, stay up for me. That's what I get for buying a cheap mic stand like this. But for sure. Oh, come on. Don't fight me. Why are you going to argue with me? Look at this thing. That's what I get for paying $20 for this thing. I really do. I'd love a soundboard. I think I could download one on my phone. I don't know. It's Android. I could download all the latest movies on this thing, so I could probably download a soundboard. But yeah, Borderlands 2 on Switch would sell stupid amounts of money. Alright, moving on. Devil May Cry 5, for those of you who haven't, Bloody Palace is getting dropped on April 1st. It is free, and as far as we know, it is the only DLC coming out right now. I don't believe that. I firmly believe that we'll have other characters added to it, like we did with Devil May Cry 4. So, but Bloody Palace is basically like you go floor by floor, taking down enemies in kind of like a survival mode. It's fun. It's a really good way to. I think it's a really good way to practice if you're trying to get like the S rankings on all these missions. So Turtle Rock announced a new game, Back 4 Blood. It is the Left 4 Dead spiritual successor being developed by the original team at Turtle Rock Studios. I hope, like, I'd love it if all of a sudden they drop it on April 1st and they're like, boom, 3 new playable characters. That would be dope. But Devil May Cry 5's combat system gets deep, so I'd imagine it'd probably take them a little time to get working on that. Back 4 Blood is essentially Left 4 Dead 3 without being titled Left 4 Dead 3. It's being pitched as a new step forward in co-op zombie, premium title built from the ground up, blah, blah, blah. Warner Brothers is, of course, going to be publishing it, excuse me. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. We get to return to a genre that was born in our studio with over 10 years of additional experience and zombie ideas racked up in our brains. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Turtle Rock says it will be releasing Back 4 Blood on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. A formal release window has yet to be divulged because of how early Back 4 Blood is in development, so it's going to be cross-gen. No doubt about that in my mind. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So, pretty early in development, but that's cool. I fully expect to see it in on the PlayStation 5 and the next box. In a dumb move by Vanillaware, a very, very dumb move, they are teasing their next game once you beat the 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim prologue demo. So, here's the thing. 13 Sentinels has been in development for ages. It's been delayed time and time again. And they're already teasing their next project. So, yeah. So 13 Sentinels got announced in September 2015. The game was similarly teased with Vanilla's 2013. New Year artwork above. Maybe it comes out this year finally. I don't know. But, yeah, who knows? I just need them to drop. I just need them to drop 13 Sentinels so I can play that. Stop announcing your next game. This is almost a Square Enix level move, in my opinion. This game's been in development forever. It's continually getting canceled, and why are they all flashing? I don't understand. Japan. Hopefully it's good when it comes out. I don't know. Rumor that Lady Gaga might be in Cyberpunk 2077. According to the French website Actu Gaming, the singer Lady Gaga has been spotted at CD Projekt Red Studios and has participated in a mocap performance. And After a Star is Born, hell yeah. That would be amazing. I mean, good lord. Yeah, Japan really doesn't get itself, I don't think. I think Japan just kind of runs on what they think they want, you know, maybe. Source at the studio was witnessed Lady Gaga at CD Projekt Red, and she did a mocap performance while there, so she would be involved in 2077 in some way, and although they couldn't disclose the capacity. That would be awesome. Gaga is a great actress, and she would fit in perfectly with Cyberpunk 2077, no doubt in my mind. So this is the second game I was talking about, by the way. Gearbox has teased multiple game reveals for PAX East, and this is the second one. PAX East goes from the 20th of March to the 31st, and Gearbox's panel will be on Thursday at 2 p.m. Thursday the 27th, or 28th. So, I don't know what this is, but I want to know. I like sci-fi. That would be awesome. But you know, is what it is. We gotta wait till the end of the month. We got like another 2 weeks, so we can do it, guys. Path of Exile for real, definitely, finally gonna launch on March 26th with the latest update. Killing it in the chat, y'all. Path of Exile finally launches. It's basically like Diablo 2. Our March expansion contains the Synthesis Challenge League, new items, new gems that complete rebalance of spells throughout Path of Exile, an integrated version of the Betrayal League, and much, much more. Path of Exile finally launches on PS4 later this month on November 20 or on March 26th, not November. Good God, I'm trying to skip the whole damn year. Ugh, y'all. Feels like we've been waiting forever for this game, but here you go. If you don't have it on PC, or if you don't have a PC to play it, or you don't have an Xbox One, you can play now. And a little bit of news that almost breaks my heart. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice was almost part of the Tenchu series. When Shadows Die Twice was teased first at the Game Awards in 2017, many thought that the brief new video was either teasing Bloodborne 2 or a new Tenchu, a series that From Software had worked on in the past. Heck, we thought for sure it was Tenchu ourselves when we first saw it. It was revealed that it was an entirely new franchise called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. While it surprised some, blah, blah, blah. In a new conversation with Variety, From Software president Hidetaka Miyazaki said that they initially thought about making Sekiro part of the Tenchu franchise. Obviously, a lot of the influence came from Tenchu. We even pondered making Sekiro Shadows Die Twice a part of the Tenchu series at first. Miyazaki went on to say that after more time, they decided it would be better if Sekiro was its own property, though he still acknowledged that Tenchu as a whole was one of the primary inspirations for the game. I don't know. It's a little disheartening, but at the same time, I'm really hoping that, you know, maybe like if this does well, they'll want to do a new Tenchu title. Tenchu, I think they said it's been like 10 years since Tenchu. Yeah, Tenchu Shadow Assassins. Oh, say that 10 times fast. Tenchu Shadow Assassins. But Sekiro looks to fill that void pretty well right now. A little bit of Tenchu, a little bit of Dark Souls, all that difficulty. And being like a very narrative-driven title, I'm excited. I need to pre-order my copy on PC for sure. And in big news, Microsoft's latest app allows you to play PC games on your Xbox One. Microsoft continues to break down the barriers between consoles and PCs, now allowing you to play games you might have on your PC via Xbox One in a rather nifty way. The new wireless display app was released by Microsoft today on Xbox One and allows you to stream content that you have on your PC directly to your Xbox One, then to view on your TV. While the wireless display app is for all purposes other than just gaming, it will stream anything that appears on your PC to the Xbox One. So if you want to open up your Steam library, launch a game, and play it through Xbox One, you can do that. That's dope. So now my question is, what about, like... Yeah, it's a pretty sweet little... It's awesome. Now my question is, like, does it mess with, like, input latency? Is there any kind of delay? Like, what kind of internet connection do you need to have to be able to run this? I have a lot of questions, but this is a great idea, honestly. And they're definitely setting up for next generation, without a doubt. Yeah, Microsoft's having a hard time with exclusives right now. That is for sure. So, in some cool film news, we'll get to, as you can see, we have a bunch of it up here. But this is just some quick stuff. Detective Pikachu star Justice Smith revealed that Detective Pikachu was shot on film, which is honestly not that often anymore. Good morning, baby. Yeah, most people shoot digital now, so seeing the Detective Pikachu was shot on film is pretty interesting. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, you definitely have to have some kind of good connection to be pumping these titles to your Xbox and then to your TV. Wasn't a lot of green screen. Our director wanted to shoot on location as much as possible. We shot in London and for a week in Scotland. And he had this vision to put the Pokemon up against this urban backdrop, and we used this gray, grainy filter. We shot it on film so that it gave it that natural grain. Huh. That's awesome. Yeah, that's just some small news that if you're a film buff, you'll get something out of. It's really cool to see that a director go with film instead of digital for once. Everything's shot on digital nowadays, mostly because these films are quite large and huge in file size, especially like when you're try to put these things together. Good God. Also convenience and price. Film's expensive. Sega suspends shipments of Judgment. Sega suspends shipments of Judgment in Japan as actor Pierre Taki gets arrested. That's this gentleman. Actor Pierre Taki, who plays pivotal character Kyohei Hamura in Judgment, was arrested in Tokyo for the use of cocaine. So here's the thing. The Japan is super strict on drugs. Super strict. So this is like a whole different beast. So when we hear that they stopped shipping the game with the guy in it who was arrested for cocaine, we're thinking, wow, that's kind of ridiculous. You could still buy a Harvey Weinstein film with ease. But over there, like, they are... it is... it's a huge deal over there. And he got caught with cocaine, so they're pulling it from the PlayStation Store. They are... unshipped copies of the game will be destroyed, and they're making a new physical copy that includes the patch. This is huge. So they're actually going to replace the guy. Wow, they're going to replace him completely. We don't know how this is going to affect the Western release. The game isn't supposed to release over here until June 25th. So, I'm very interested to see how this all ends up playing out. It's unfortunate, but, they do what they gotta, I guess. Yeah, they make... you make movies about cocaine, so come on, guys. I think we can kind of work through this. Halo the Master Chief Collection confirmed for PC, with Halo Reach being added to the package. This is awesome. I'm very, very excited about this. I can't wait to play some Halo 3 multiplayer on PC. I'm hoping for crossplay. That would be fantastic. Last week, Microsoft said it would have news to share during today's episode of blah, blah, blah. During today's edition of Inside Xbox, it was confirmed that Halo the Master Chief Collection will be finally heading to PC. This marks the first time that the entire Master Chief saga will be available on PC and finally gives players what they have been asking for years now. 343 says that bringing all of these titles to PC is a huge undertaking for the studio and something that they want to do right. As such, they've enlisted the help of external studios Splash Damage and Ruffian to help bring it over to PC. Furthermore, it was revealed that each title in the Master Chief Collection will be rolling out one by one on PC rather than all at once to ensure that each game has been given enough care before release. Through Microsoft Store and Steam. Ooh. A lot of us thought it was going to be for Epic Games Collection, the Epic Games Store, but nope. It's Steam, baby. 343 said it will be splitting Reach. Okay. Oh, okay. So 343 said it will be splitting Reach up into two parts when it is added to Master Chief Collection, with the game's multiplayer being made available for free, while the campaign and firefight will be a separate purchase. If you are an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, though, you'll get all of Halo Reach as part of the subscription on Xbox One. Yeah, I'm telling you, as soon as Xbox Game Pass hits PC, I'm there. There's so many games that you get in that service. Big move. Big move. Fallout 4, F1 2018, sure, whatever. Minecraft coming to Xbox One Game Pass in April. Like, the game was already, like, it had a stupid amount of players, but now you've got people who have Xbox Game Pass who haven't purchased Minecraft, and holy crap. This is going to bump up those numbers like crazy all over again. But, you know, this is going to be insane. They also put Just Cause 4 and Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes into Game Pass as well. So Minecraft coming is gonna bring that popularity back all over again. Though it's died down very little. They're working on plenty of new games. I just think at this point, they're just waiting for. They're gonna announce everything for next gen. The next Xbox gets an announcement at E3, no doubt in my mind. PlayStation announces their next console. Both consoles are out early 2020. Easy. So I think like our last big games for PS4 are going to be Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, and Last of Us Part 2. And I guarantee those will also have a PS5 port. So there's that. Spyro Reignited Trilogy update finally adds subtitles to cutscenes. In the year of our Lord, 2019, we had to ask for subtitles in a video game. Because, you know, deaf people don't play video games. Microsoft is not they're not scraping money. Microsoft has more money than Nintendo and PlayStation combined. Easily. They are pulling in stupid amounts of money from Xbox Live and from Game Pass. All that's happening right now is that they've got 5 or 6 brand new studios. So I don't know. Some leaked specs came out for new consoles. It's just like I think it was 24 gigs of RAM. You know, I don't even remember all of them, but at this point, yeah, we're pushing for. Yeah, as if we're talking like every game should be 60 frames per second for the start. Like that's the standard. There is no game that should be less than that. So then we need to, you know, that's what we need to push for. Beyond that, you know, you're making AI better, you're, you know, creating better looking environments. We're hitting the point of diminishing returns. Yes, I do love my PC. But, you know, consoles are there for ease of usability, honestly. I understand, you know, I had my first big PC issue with Bendy and the Ink Machine, which shouldn't have been an issue at all, but I had to buy it on console. But yeah, at this point, we're just hitting the point of diminishing returns with consoles and with gaming in general, honestly. Like, it even on PC, you know, like a 2080 Ti is, what, almost $1,300? You do not get $1,300 worth of performance out of that thing. That's crazy. But, you know, back here, yeah, we finally got subtitles in freaking Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which means I'll go back and play it now. I have a copy that's just been sitting there. Okay, so if you haven't beat Dead or Alive, Devil May Cry 5 yet, spoilers are right ahead. I just want to let you know, if you want to like mute me for the next maybe 2 or 3 minutes, you can jump right back in as soon as I exit out of this article. But I just want to let you know, there's going to be spoilers. Turn away, mute me, whatever. There's spoilers for Devil May Cry 5 here. I'm just letting you know. New playable character and multiplayer Bloody Palace possibly revealed in data mine for Devil May Cry 5. It looks like, one more time, yeah. This is your official spoiler warning, not to proceed any further until you've finished Devil May Cry. You know what? I'll give it another week before we talk about this. Let's just play it safe. Dragon's Dogma is getting an anime adaptation from Netflix. That's pretty cool. Where's Dragon's Dogma 2 or Dragon's Dogma Online? I'd like those, please. Among an effort by Netflix to expand its anime offerings, the network will be making an anime series based off Capcom's Dragon's Dogma. The series will be produced by Sublimation, in partnership with Netflix. So we have an anime adaptation in Altered Carbon and a new Ghost in the Shell series. So that'd be cool. Yay! More Netflix, more anime. I'm all about that. Here it is. Here it is, folks. The biggest news we got this week is that Disney rehires James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It looks like it happened months ago. Prior to this announcement, due to Disney President Alan Horn being impressed with Gunn's apology and actions following the controversy. Gunn's expressed remorse for his old tweets multiple times and stated how he's grown as a person. Goes without saying, this news will be well received by members of the Marvel community and MCU fans. Yes. Hi, Danica. One of the concerns many viewers had about replacing Gunn was the risk that came with bringing someone else in to ape Gunn's style. Marvel was apparently well aware of those dangers, seeing they reportedly never met with other names about the Guardians 3 job. That'd be huge. That was huge. He's back. We get to finish the trilogy. And maybe even have him do more stuff. You know, but I'm glad Disney kind of finally came to their friggin' senses. This was a stupid decision from the start. It was obviously a smear campaign, but good on Gunn for handling it like a champ, and good on Disney for retracting their stupid statement. I love Ghost in the Shell too. Ugh, we get a new series. I'm very excited about that. So let's talk a little bit more about this. Why James Gunn was rehired for Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, see, this is all just stuff that... Meh. Guardians of the Galaxy's Dave Bautista recently hinted at Gunn's return. Let me see the tweet. During an interview with EW's Anthony Bresnikan, Bautista mentioned that Gunn had been getting calls from Marvel saying his phone was ringing the day after with Marvel. He then all but confirmed Gunn's return to the MCU, saying he's bouncing back big time in the next 6 months next year. You're going to see James Gunn bounce back in a huge way, which is going to be a huge statement and real vindication. Batista even added that Disney realized they made a harsh, rash decision that was probably not the best. So he didn't outright confirm the fact that Gunn would be returning to direct Guardians 3. He offered up a considerable amount of hints. Despite the major fallout that Gunn had with Disney, his career was hardly in trouble after leaving the MCU, seeing as he was quickly hired by Warner Brothers to helm the Suicide Squad. And he will still be doing both. I'd like to make that very clear. James Gunn issues a statement on his rehiring, breaking his Twitter silence since he got fired, honestly. Let me see. He says, I am tremendously grateful to every person out there who has supported me over the past few months. I am always learning and will continue to work at being the best human being I can be. I deeply appreciate Disney's decision, and I am excited to continue making the films that investigate the ties of love that bind us all. I have been and continue to be incredibly humbled by your love and support. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Love to you all. First Twitter post in almost a year, and here we are. He's bringing out the feels. I think I got one or two more things to talk about with James Gunn. Taika Waititi jokes about directing after Gunn rehired. He says, what the hell, I thought I was going to do it. For those of you who don't know, Taika Waititi directed the very well-received Thor Ragnarok. And there were talks of if anybody could replace James Gunn, it would be Taika Waititi, to which he said no, very much no. Waititi made it known several times in the past that he felt Gunn should have never been fired by Disney and fully supported his return to Guardians 3. It's awesome. What James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy rehiring means for Suicide Squad? Nothing. Suicide Squad is still going. The Suicide Squad is still happening and will make its August 6, 2021 release. Marvel won't begin production on Guardians 3 until after Suicide Squad 2 is completed. And the rehiring of James Gunn appears to have been made with his current deal with Warner Brothers and DC considered. This will, of course, mean that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will probably not release until 2023 at the earliest. I can see that, yeah. So yeah, Guardians 3 isn't going to have any kind of impact on Suicide Squad at all. Now, my question is he signed on for more than just Suicide Squad 2? So if that's the case, we may have some issues there, but honestly, I don't think he would sign on for more than one movie at a time at this point. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Ragnarok. I want Thor to be like a big, sprawling, epic, kind of Lord of the Rings style. So, meh. I'll never get my Thor now because they've just made him a funny guy. So moving off of the James Gunn love and heading into Halo territory, the Halo show that Showtime is developing lost its director, Rupert Wyatt, at the end of 2018. And he said, I got involved, I knew very little about Halo, same as I knew very little about Planet of the Apes when I got involved. And I kind of steeped myself in the mythology and began to realize how much incredible literature there was and the depth of the storytelling, and it all stacked up for me. There was an incredible foundation for the storytelling. And so it was gangbusters. I was super excited. In short, I think if I had come at it from an earlier perspective, from the building of it, then perhaps it would have gone differently. But as a director of a TV show, it's quite hard to sort of become a creative architect of a show. I think in a way I was never going to be that, and that's fine because there are really many talented people involved in that show who are doing that job. So it became clear that there was going to be more time needed. I'm talking some months, if not years, to align. As you probably know, it's massively ambitious, so the budget really needs to align with the scripts. We were still kind of working on that, but it ultimately wasn't under my watch to be able to find that alignment. So there was a choice made by Showtime, which was to essentially push things. And if I had perhaps been the showrunner, Then I would have definitely stayed on that journey for 2 or 3 years, but as a director of a finite number of episodes, there's other things I really want to do. So I was very sad to leave, but basically it wasn't within the framework that I originally signed up for. Interesting. Huh. I am interested to see where this TV show goes, if it even happens, honestly. They've been talking about Halo in movies, and I don't think it's going to happen. They've been talking about this thing since Halo 2, and it's never gotten very far. Fan request. We're clicking on Chris Pratt performs with Garth Brooks at the iHeartRadio Awards. Because that's exactly what it sounds like. Let me see. Let's watch. Bump this up a little bit. Alright, they got Chris Pratt on stage to sing. Interesting. There you go. I hope you enjoyed. How Captain Marvel's costume was changed for Endgames. Oop, nope, there's spoilers for Captain Marvel. Never mind. WB may recast Flash, Ezra Miller writing his own script in an attempt to keep the role. Ezra Miller may be recast as the star of The Flash unless the darker script he's writing can change Warner Brothers and DC Films' mind. Miller joined the DC, blah, 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 blah. The news comes from THR, who report that Miller's days as Barry Allen may be numbered. The star reportedly does not see eye to eye with the take that Daly and Goldstein have, which resulted in him teaming up with comic book writer Grant Morrison to write a new script for the Scarlet Speedster solo film. Warner Brothers agreed to let Miller write his own draft of the script that could be done by next week. But if they don't take to Miller's script, they will likely recast the role unless he then agrees to stay on for Daly and Goldstein's approach. The last-ditch effort by Miller to see his darker vision for Flash make it to the big screen will likely force WB to choose if they'd rather have Miller or Daly and Goldstein attached. They are now staring at the possibility of having to recast a third member of the original Justice League lineup, after Ben Affleck left as Batman and Henry Cavill's days as Superman are reportedly over too. With Miller's contract hold on The Flash expiring in May, it has put a countdown clock on resolving this matter. They just recast Will Smith's Deadshot so that Idris Elba can take over the role, so Miller will need to deliver a can't-miss script if he's going to stay on. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, no, for sure, that's not happening. Yeah. Grant is... I do like Grant Gustin. He is a much better take on the Flash than Ezra Miller was. Ezra Miller just came across as like a Peter Parker wannabe, whereas Grant Gustin actually feels like, you know, the Flash. Like he's an actual, I don't know, scientist. Annabelle 3 gets an official title if Annabelle Comes Home. I guess she was out partying last night. God, that joke was so bad. I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't even know. Like, I didn't even know this was happening. Oh, okay. A third Annabelle film was confirmed, as in the works last summer, although its arrival was never really in doubt since the first two movies made over $500 million combined. Annabelle 3's official Twitter account has revealed that the film's final title will be Annabelle Comes Home, this presumably a play on the setting for the sequel spin-off being Ed and Lorraine Warren's home. The adult Warrens won't be the central protagonists of Annabelle Comes Home, though. That job goes to their daughter Judy this time out, played by McKenna Grace. The young actress is carving out quite the career already, having just played a young Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel, and also had a hit role on Netflix on The Haunting of Hill House. Actress Sterling Jarrins briefly played Judy in The Conjuring and Conjuring 2, but one assumes producers didn't think she was ready for a leading role. Um, cool. All right. I had no idea this movie was actually coming out. See, I liked Annabelle Creation. I thought Creation was a million times better than the first one. And David Sandberg did a great job with that film. Yeah, you and me both, dude. Henry Cavill's a spitting image of Superman, and it's very, very sad that we won't get another film with him. In I'm desperate for Avengers Endgame news. After that trailer, Avengers Endgame magazine cover reveals best look at Thanos' farm. Whoo, buddy. That's a beautiful farm. Look at that thing. That's a pretty farm, y'all. This is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild right here. It's based off Thanos' farm. That's it. That's all. That's all there is. Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles gets its release date, Blu-ray details, even after it just dropped a trailer like early this week. Yeah. Revealed the film comes out in physical and digital May 14th, weird, with a 4K Ultra HD combo pack and Blu-ray combo pack arriving later on June 4th. So it looks like, even though it says physical and digital, digital's May 14th, physical is June 4th. This art style is a little weird to me, but we'll roll with it. It looks a lot like Eastman and Laird stuff. Yes, he's farming grass. He just wants a pretty planet. Don't judge him. So yeah, I mean, the comics were great. Batman teaming up with the Ninja Turtles was great. I don't know which Robin it is, actually. Let me see. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Although it's the blue and gray, blue, gray, and yellow Batman. So I don't know. It might still be Dick. My wife over here chuckling at the word Dick. But this looks pretty cool. If you haven't seen a trailer, I'd recommend it. The comics were really good, so hopefully this adaptation pays off. Hellboy reboot runtime reportedly revealed to be exactly 2 hours. Let's hope it's good. That second trailer was much, much better than the first. It is a hard R-rated film, so don't take your kids to see this one, everybody. Anton Volkov of the website Trailer Track passed along information from the German website SPIO, indicating that the new Hellboy is fully finished, so nice, and has a runtime of exactly 120 minutes. The German title of the film is reportedly Hellboy Call of Darkness, a nod to the limited series Hellboy comic Darkness Calls, which is one of the inspirations for some of the film, along with The Wild Hunt and The Storm and the Fury. Look, dude, okay, here, let me do this. Ron Perlman's over almost 70 years old, dude. It's not happening. Like, I would love to have seen an ending to that trilogy. I really would have. But they didn't make the money, and Ron Perlman was just getting old. And Del Toro has a very, very nasty habit of stacking up projects and canceling half of them because he just doesn't have the time for them. So, David Harbour as the new Hellboy, I'm down. I just want more Hellboy, dude. Like, all of these superhero movies coming out, and I can't get... Hugh Jackman's not almost 70 years old. Hugh Jackman's 50. Boy. Damn, Hugh Jackman's family are sick of his music. Disrespectful. How dare you disrespect Logan like that? The 120-minute runtime for the rebooted Hellboy is indeed in line with the previous two Hellboy films. The 2004 original ran for 122 minutes, and the sequel, The Golden Army, clocked in at exactly 120 minutes. The Golden Army being one of the best comic book films ever made. I will stand by that to this day. Yeah, I know. He's all, Patton Oswalt actually arranged a dinner with, Perlman and David Harbour to talk about it. With its R ratings, the 2019 version of Hellboy will certainly have the opportunity to surpass the original films in terms of adult content and bloody violence. That may actually make it more like the Dark Horse comics that inspired it. Of course, I still don't think this is going to do well. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Of we want Ron, and unfortunately, that's going to hurt this film. It really is. 10 anime films 10 anime that should be made into live action films after Alita Battle Angel. First off, it's Battle Angel Alita. But second off, let's see what they say, guys. Akira could work. Very much could work. Cowboy Bebop? Let's not. Or on Host Club? Let's not. Inuyasha? Maybe. I could see that. Berserk? Definitely. Berserk is like Western medieval horror. That's super easy. Yuri on Ice? I mean, I guess. I don't know that anybody would be fighting for that, but sure, why not? Fruits Basket? God, why? Sailor Moon? No. My Hero Academia? Yes. That could work. Neon Genesis Evangelion? Good God, no. 0 out of 10. That list was awful. We got 2 things left, guys. One of which is No Man's Sky Beyond. Finally adding in the promise that they made months before the game came out. Multiplayer. No Man's Sky is the next evolution in the life cycle of the title. Blah, blah, blah. It's the first part of the upcoming free update will be a new multiplayer experience. Dope. I'm excited. No Man's Sky has gone from being crap to being actually a genuinely good game. So I'm excited for all this, man. No Man's Sky has really turned itself around when they could have just left it behind. Bebop could work. Bebop could work as like a Netflix series. Fruits Basket. My Hero's awesome. It really is. I definitely think it's one of the better shonen anime of the past decade. Without a doubt. Because it actually has interesting characters all around. But yeah, No Man's Sky is hella worth the money if you got it now. Easy. And lastly, for anyone that actually cares, I'm kidding. A lot of people do care, I know. The Batman aims to start filming by the end of 2019. So we'll have a new Batman. And who's targeting someone 15 to 20 years younger than Affleck. And it looks like it starts in November. Even though it was supposed to come out like this year. Captain next time on. So Batman is, I think, yeah, it looks like it's summer 2021. But here's hoping that this actually turns out good, man. You know, I'm very interested to see where they take this with a younger Batman, if that really has any implications on the story. But ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 5. Episode 5. The 5th iteration of Saturday Morning Coffee. We did it again. We got through a ton of news in the 1 hour time slot that I've allotted myself because I still have to finish packing for the move. We did great today, guys. Lots of news this week. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, consider following me on all my social media. It's all at the Infinity Pixels. The only different one is Twitter. That's at the Inpix. And honestly, I don't even really use Twitter that much. I'll be honest. I'm hoping to continue doing Wednesday, Friday, Saturday with Saturday morning coffee, and then Wednesday and Friday gaming. But it's probably going to be a little more difficult as we get closer to the move. But I will definitely keep doing Saturday morning coffee to the best of my ability, for sure. Yes. Next time on Saturday Morning Coffee, we talk about whatever the news is, because I can't predict the news. Come on. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining me today. And enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great one, everybody.
Thank you.